Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Tokyo Ghoul episode 6 review. Now, I'm going to dive right in because I have stuff to do. I need to go to the gymnasia, so this review has to be quick. It just has to be quick. So, the point here is that, let me keep it simple. The pacing, it was well structured, alright? You had the end, the continuation in the end of the whole Tsukiyama and Nishi incident, and then you have what happens after that, where Nishi winds up joining Anteku, and Tōka, she was gonna kill Kimi, but decided not to after not only some words from Kaneki, but also when Kimi is pretty much facing her death, the first thing she says is pretty or beautiful, and clearly that had an effect on Tōka, because Tōka, she has a friend who's also a human, so she didn't strike. And then from then on, we go back over to Mr. Fuegushi and what's going on with his situation, and Jason, or Yamori, and basically you have that whole bit right there. So it was well structured into two main parts and another smaller part, where you have Anteku and Nishi, and then you have Hide too, and they're pretty much prepping the store for customers, even though Hide's already in there. Now, that's the pacing, and the pacing was well structured. When it comes to character development, we basically get some through mainly, I forgot her name, but it's Hinami's mom, Mrs. Fuegushi. And mainly it's character development on that end, and we get some on Mr. Fuegushi. We never see his face, but we clearly see that he's a caring, loving father. And then we get to see Jason's face finally. And this guy looks, he just looks demented. And I think that we're getting a little bit here on Mado. Because Mado, when he sees Mrs. Fueguchi, when she sends, when she pretty much protects Hinami and sends her away so she can run back to Anteku, Mado sees that. And he questions if that's love between a parent and a child, and it disgusts him. So I have a theory that Mado, when he was younger, had a wife or had kids, and they were eaten by ghouls. That's my assumption. That's what I'm assuming at this point in time, because Mado isn't exactly right up here. He's not. A screw's loose. So that's mainly like the biggest point. Oh, and Nishi. That's like the biggest one when it comes to character development standpoint, where Nishi, even though at the beginning of the series starts off fucking Anteku, they're pussies, and now he's a part of Anteku, and obviously he's changed because Kimi's been there for him, and you know, like a support pillar, and he doesn't want her to suffer because of him, and he needs food too, so best off in joining Anteku pretty much. Now, when it comes to a story production standpoint, well, no, before I go there, animation. You had a pretty good fight scene between Tsukiyama, Mr. Gourmet, Kaneki-kun, and freaking Tōka. That was a good fight. It was a good fight. But what happened? Oh, censorship up the fucking ball sacks. Something happens to Tsukiyama. He gets cut like right here. Like he gets either, he was cut not completely in half, but like from his shoulder to like the opposite waist, he was cut by Tōka, because he tried to go and eat Kimi as a means of getting more power, but Nishi stopped him, and then of course he was left wide open, Tsukiyama, and so he just cut. Or she just cut, Tōka. And they completely whited out the fucking screen. I was like, oh, come on. Like, really? Like, you know what? I have to read the manga now, because this is pissing me off. Apparently, I was told that when it came to the scene where Tōka cuts off Tsukiyama for the first time, and like when he gets that cut across his face, in the anime, it's like a cut like right here and right here, and like he like wipes that shit off and it heals real quick. But in the manga, it's like his eyes that get cut, and like you see it. Oh, fuck! I can't. Who is it? Is it fucking Studio Period? I'm fucking Jesus, censorship up the wazoo. Holy hell! Oh, shoot me now. And I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be better in the Blu-rays or the DVDs, the uncut version, the unrated version, whatever it's gonna be. But you still can't compare it to the manga. You never can. You never can. In this certain situation. I mean, some other series, like back in the day, they ain't give a fuck. They said, fuck, we're just gonna show it. Alright? What happened to mine, you see right here. Alright? It's just the way it is. And on the Blu-rays, sometimes they have at it. They just go ham. But it still doesn't compare to the manga. Where in the manga, it's like the details and... Like, I just want to be satisfied with my consumption of gore. I might also be a damn ghoul myself. I want to consume the gore, visually speaking. And I just can't stand how they just... And then once he's on the ground, once Tsukiyama's on the ground, they black out too. I'm like, oh, face palms. I had a fucking headache. So the animation was good for that fight. It was even good for the scenes involving the fight between Mado and his friend or his partner, Amone, or whatever his name is, I forgot, and Jason. And Jason, we see S-Class, he's fucking powerful, man. I mean, Mado was cutting up, like, random ghouls all over the 12th district. And then all of a sudden, in comes Jason. He can't touch Jason. Jason has hands in pockets, like, not a big deal. Dodge, 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 dodge. In comes his boy. And his boy has some serious fucking speed, too. Like, the way he blitzed behind Jason, I was like, whoa. I rewinded that whole scene, like, twice. I was like, whoa. Some serious speed. And we find out what's in the suitcase. It's called a quinque, or a quinque, or something like that. Some kind of device. I don't know what it is exactly. It looks almost ghoulish. It really does. It resembles the ghoul Kagune. But it's like the initial... Well, I don't know exactly. Because I was going to say that it branches off from the handle, but that only applies to Mado's. His partner, it's like a giant mace. So, the quinque, their detail exactly, I'm not too sure. But that was well animated, and of course that also ties into story progression as well. So, the quinque, we find out what's actually in the suitcase. The box carriers, the doves. And the scene between the mom against the box, the doves, and the doves, like, assistants, like some random dudes with, like, guns, but they have these things called Q bullets, whatever they're called, and whatever. Basically, overall animation was pretty good, with the exception of the damn censor parts. And finally, the last bit, story progression. Overall, it was huge in a lot of factors. You have the main thing here, and I'm not saying that Tsukiyama is dead, but Tsukiyama may be, because look at Nishi. Nishi, I mean, he was, when you get suspended in midair and get several dozens of stabs within a few seconds, and then get slammed into a damn guardrail on the bridge above you, you would assume that you would die, but he didn't die. So, I'm not going to say that Tsukiyama is dead yet, but, well, maybe ghouls can't even kill each other. I don't know. I kind of doubt it, because I would assume that when it comes to the doves, they can kill ghouls because their suitcases have unique properties when it comes to their quinques. But the point here is that he was defeated by Tōka, and then Tōka is slowly starting to... Because she tried to kill Kimi, but that didn't go down, obviously. So she's developing too in a certain way. But where she's developing too, I'm not too sure exactly. Like, maybe, like, more... Well, because she already has harmony with human beings, because she has friends at school, obviously. But she has to kill those who know about her being a ghoul, or whoever is a ghoul in general. So, how that rolls out exactly, I'm not too sure. But it's major on that. Then it's major on the death of Mr. Fuegushi. Jason, seeing him in action for the first time, finding out that the powers, again, as I mentioned before, the powers of the doves are the quinques, or not the powers, but the technology. Then, and I guess they have some physical prowess too. Because again, the other guy, Amon, Amon, this dude has some speed. He has some speed. So that kind of surprised me. Then they have assistants too with guys with like regular guns. So I guess that when it comes to human beings, like regular human beings, it takes either some serious training or you need to have some type of cohesion with your Quinque, I suppose. Then, so he's dead. And it looks like Mrs. Fuegushi is going to die too. So, right now, we have Hinami. She's running back to Anteku. She's hoping to run to someone that can help her. Because she needs help. And who she's going to find, I don't know. But she needs help. And Mrs. Fuegushi may die next episode. And I'm pretty sure she will be. If you know what, I guarantee it. Yeah. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'm going to guarantee that Mrs. Fuegushi dies next episode. Because I've seen this before in plenty of anime. So, like, they normally follow that route. Either the mom dies or the mom has a permanent injury and she's not the same anymore. Something like that. So, overall, the episode, I think it was fantastic with the exception of the goddamn censorship. If the censorship did not exist, this episode would have been a yo. Easy. But I'm going to give it a great plus. I'm going to leave it at that. So, King of Lightning, rate the video. And honestly, I'm thinking about reading the manga now. I really am. Because it's... Depending on... If I read the manga now, and I see the uncensored raw, you know, like the actual genuine content in the manga, and then I'm going to watch the episodes, I'm going to get more pissed off with the censorship. So, I'm on the fence with that. Either read the manga, or either read it now, or read it later after the season's over. So, whatever. I'm done. King Lightning. Rate the video. Comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice day. Yeah. Comic-Con tickets. Oh. Oh. You have no idea the struggle I went through in order to get this shit. Oh my god. The hours, man. My feet were killing me. Alright.